Hi guys, Pauline study here again. I hope you enjoyed your time. Yeah, I'm back here with a new idea. I've been seeing it going around social media again. Social media, yeah. People, especially boys, been complaining and girls saying men are trash. Guys saying girls are eating their money. And I feel it's very vital for me to talk about it. So here's what I'm going to talk about. In this video today, I'm going to talk about how it's very important, very important, vital for women to have their own money. All girls, even if you're in university, you need to have your own money. You don't need to depend on people, especially boys. Girls, you need to learn to make your own money. So here is the first thing, the importance of having your own money. First of all, you're not going to depend on anyone, especially boys, and you're not going to be having complaints of, you know what, boys are trash, men are trash, simply because they fail to pay your bill. First of all, it's not even their duty to pay your bills. They're not supposed to actually, because you're not even siblings, you don't share parents, nothing. So, first of all, we should understand that women, we need our own money. We don't need to depend on men. They're not our parents. They are not even obligated to take care of us, okay? So, first things first, what's the importance of us having our own money? First of all, you can spend it the way you want. You can do whatever you want with it, and you do not have to have permission to spend it. Unlike when you have to beg from someone, then follow instructions how to use it and all that. And then it also serves us the burden of having to always come out and complain, you know what, man, I trash, this guy failed to pay my bill. So first of all, let's look at university kids who think their boyfriends should actually pay their bills, should actually provide for them in monetary terms. We should understand that most of these guys are actually university kids like you. They're still staying in their parents' houses under the same roof. You're actually almost on the same level. They're still getting money from their parents. They don't even have businesses like their own. Even if they had them, they don't need to take care of you because you both have parents. And he's not your father. You're not even married to share the money. And at the end of the day, you go for a date. You didn't even talk about him taking you on a date and paying for it, and then you want him to pay. And then when he doesn't, you come and say men are trash. Come on, man. Men are not trash. It's you who is the trash. You failed to pay your own bill, and you're coming to complain on social media and telling every single person, you know what, men are trash. Men are not trash. You need to learn to handle them, okay? They're not guys who are banks or sanctuary where you just gonna pick money. No. There are guys who equally need the love. You need to take care of each other if you're in a relationship, because the relationship is not about money, and the guy's not supposed to take care of you all the time. Like I already said, in university kids, most of these guys are like yourself, who is at school, parents still providing for them, probably drinking the same juice you drink, the dilution juice, sleeping on the same bed as you, and you still expect them to give you 100,000 Uganda shillings as your monthly upkeep. Come on, man. These guys are not banks, okay? And we need to learn to know how to be independent. Men are not going to be your providers. No. They're not going to be. You need to learn to be independent. And besides, you should know men don't like dependent ladies. They don't like dependent girls. They want someone who can actually stand by themselves, just in case the guy is broken in a relationship. He's not going to have to, oh my god, I haven't given my wife what to eat, and she's telling me, no, yeah, my wife can actually handle herself even when I'm not there, okay? And this whole business ends up. And by the way, you know, when you're not independent, this is how actually in my previous video I talked about rape. This is actually one of the ways rape comes up, because you're always begging the guy for money, and then in return he needs to sleep with you to get back the payment, because he's been giving you his money and he's not even benefiting, so he needs to get the payment back. So to avoid such things, you need your own money. We need to stop telling guys you are trash. You know what, some of us are actually trash. I'm not saying I'm trash. I make my own money, I keep my own money, I don't beg boys for money. But those who actually do that and again come out and say men are trash, are actually trash themselves, not the men, because you're expected to make your own money. The guys are there to make for you the money, because we all have talents, we all have hands. Even if you do not, you have a brain. Everyone has what it takes to make money. to make their own money, especially the ladies. So you have a talent, you know how to do hair, you know how to do makeup, you can make beads, you can do anything. Yes, you can use that to make your money, even if they laugh at you. At the end of the day, you're benefiting, you're making your money, you don't need to be dependent on men. And by the way, men, keep being stingy. These women don't always need your money unless you're married to them. But you're just in a relationship, you're not even sure you're going to marry this person. No way. Like, you can't just give out money like that. Not at all. Well, me, I find it very bad for women to go on begging men for money, and when they don't get the money, they're telling them, you know what, you are trash, you know what we've done. First of all, in the relationship, you didn't go there because money was the vital thing. You went there because you wanted maybe company, love, but you didn't sign a contract for him to keep on giving you money. No. Second of all, it's not his obligation to always give you money. You have parents, he also has parents, he also has his own needs to take care of, and he doesn't have to keep on giving you money because even he himself needs the money to take care of all his other things he's doing and his businesses. So one thing we should understand is women are calling men trash because most of the times they're failing to meet their needs, and most especially university kids. But one thing they forget is these boys you are dating are also students like you. They're being paid for, they're getting money from their parents, and they're basically sleeping under their parents' houses. They're sleeping on the same beds as you. Even if it were better, it's not that they can provide for you all that much money you want to do. You want hair money, you want money for handbag, you want money for nails, you want money for clothes, you want money to waste to take your girlfriends out. But you can get all that solved. Guess what? Get your side hustle. Yeah, if you don't study the whole day, you can have like an evening hustle. Like if you're good with kids, you can just go to kindergarten and like ask them, can I like have maybe a part-time job here? I'm speaking this because my sister Lynette, if you're watching me, hi, she actually did this in her university life, and she made money. She likes kids, so she was working at a kindergarten, and basically she was just taking care of the kids, and they used to pay her every month. I'm not saying they used to pay her so much, but she was already getting upkeep from her parents, and she's already getting money from the kindergarten, and that's really enough money to take care of yourself, take yourself out, take care of your hair, take care of your clothes, take care of your bags, take care of every single thing you need. And besides, parents are also giving some other things. So you don't need to look out to boys to give you everything you need. No, they're not your parents. They're not even obligated to take care of you. No way. Even if you're in a relationship, your boyfriend doesn't want someone who is always going to be like, hi darling, how are you? Could you please give me 70,000? I need to go plait my hair. Come on, man, you got parents. You also need to go and take a haircut. Yes, it might be cheap, but he also needs to take care of his own bills. He doesn't have you to always take care of because you're not his obligation, you're not his child. You're just in a relationship which may never even end in marriage. So girls, you need to learn how to make your own money. It's very important. Personally, what I do my hair business, I do my makeup business, and I make my small money. My parents give me some money, yes, but most of the times I make my money, and I don't need to go on begging my friends, my boyfriends, whatever. I need money. No. I'm not saying boys, you shouldn't give your girlfriends money. Yeah, at some point you can give them a small tip, but it's not like an always thing. Maybe you just feel like being generous and you give. Yeah, then the other thing is, girls, when you go to visit a boy, you don't need to ask for transport refund. Okay? You don't need to say I borrowed from myself money, so I need transport refund. First of all, yes, even if the guy asks you for money, if you to go and visit him, when you ask him to visit you, do you pay him? No, you don't. So why should he pay you to go back to your place? By the time you got whichever means you used to go to his place, you got the money to go to his place. That means you have the money to take yourself back home. Okay? So you don't need to be like, oh, I giving me transport refund, man. Come on. I don't need to pay you to come and see me. It's not that I'm sick. It's not that I'm dying anytime soon for you to always come and see me. Yes, so boys, you need to tell these girls to stop asking you for money. It's not a nice thing. They're draining you. They are going to make you broke. You know, your girlfriend is going to be looking like so legit, and the next thing is you're looking so terrible because you're always giving him your money. It's not a nice thing. Not at all. So you need to change that, girls, because this new kind of movement of men are trash most of the times it's wrongly driven. Yes, sometimes men can be trash. That will be in the next video, but right now I'm talking about girls. You need to learn to be independent. Even if I were a boy, I don't want to date a girl who's always on me. Hi darling, how are you? So I want to come and visit you. Can you give me 50,000? 50,000? What the heck? For what? Like, by the time you want to come and see me, that means I don't need to pay you. Even if I ask you to come and see me, I don't need to pay you. Just like when you ask them to come and see you, they don't ask for money, do they? No, they don't. So you don't need to go on and also ask for money from them, because really it's getting irritating. Men are getting tired of women, yet they want to marry you and you also want to marry them, but you're using them as banks, you're using them as money trees, and yet they're not that. They're also trying to make their lives nice. It's not about you only, it's about both of you. So you don't need to drain the guy always. You also need to be independent, because they're also hustling to make their lives nice. But at the same time, I'm not saying that they should always be stingy. Like, sometimes you may need some money, but you need to pay it back. You don't take it as a gift. You need to pay it back. Yeah, unless it's given it to you as a gift, maybe on your birthday. But you also need to do the same. In case he needs money, you just help him. Like, you help each other. But this thing of girls begging for money all the time, honestly, I see so many university kids asking their boyfriends for money, and I'm like, okay, don't you have parents? Don't you realize this guy's drinking the same concha as you're drinking? Oh, that's some drink around here, but yeah, it's pretty cheap. You both drink the same juice, and you're still asking the guy to give you money like he owns the bank, or he's like the governor's son, or he's the governor of the bank, of the head bank, or national bank. No, not at all. It's not right. And I know some of you are gonna hate me because I've spoken about girls always asking men for money, but yeah, you need to learn to be independent, because God forbid, when you become a widow, are you going to start begging your uncles, your in-laws for money? No, you need to learn to be independent, and it all starts now. If you're going to start by begging, oh darling, I need some 20,000 to do my nails, what the heck, you can live without those nails being done. So if you want the money, make it, spend it. And also, when you don't beg for money, when you always have your money, you spend it the way you want. You're not going to be always asking, darling, please, can I have some money? Oh, and then after that, you have to come and show accountability. No. That accountability is to yourself when you have your own money. You don't need to beg when you have your money. You just get out. Oh, I'm gonna do my nails, and you go do them. I'm gonna do my hair. You go and do them. I'm gonna do this, and you do it. That's because you have your money. But when you don't have your money, you're always thinking about the boy. Oh my God, I need to show accountability. You start lying. At the end of the day, your relationship breaks up. Your friendship breaks up because of money. Honestly, I'm so against that whole idea of girls begging for money. Please stop begging money from men. Please. They're not your fathers, neither are they your mothers. So they're not supposed to give you money all the time. So in this video, I really want this to speak out to so many girls. Like, I've put out for you, you don't need to be dependent, okay? Yes, sometimes you may never have money on yourself, but that doesn't mean you take it for granted by always begging for money. You can always be like, can you please give me some money? Plus, your parents are always there to help you out. I mean, some parents will see you with new stuff and they never even give you that money for that stuff, and they're asking you what you get, and you start lying to your parents, curses following you. That's not a nice thing. So in this video, I want the girls to stop begging for money from men. And yeah, men need to learn to be a bit stingy. I'm not saying you should always be stingy. A bit stingy. Yeah, you don't need to keep on giving girls your money, because you're going to get broke while they're making their banks, okay? While they're making their pockets so heavy and they're drying yours. In other words, most of these girls are becoming gold diggers. That's the truth. So girls, you need to start being independent. You need to stop begging men for money, and you need to start using your abilities, using your dreams. If you feel like you should start making juice for some restaurant, do it. You're going to make so much money. If you want to do hair, I do hair.
I do people's hair and I make pretty much money. I do people's makeup and it really gives me a lot of money. So I don't need to find myself begging someone's son or someone's whatever for money. So you need to use your abilities and you need to learn to be independent, because at the end of the day, these men don't want girls are going to be overly dependent on them. They need a girl or a woman they are very sure about, that this person is not going to be a thorn in the foot, which most of you are doing to your boyfriends. Yeah, so in this video, I've talked about how girls need to learn to be independent and how you should stop begging for money from your boyfriends. So see you in my next video. Please, if you like this video, put your thumbs up. Please share and subscribe. If you don't like this video, let's wait for the next one. You probably like it and subscribe. Thank you very much. See you next time.